There are 13,000 cabs on the streets of New York, but there's only one that pays you back for 5 years of fantastic frugality. Climb into TSR's very own tiny cash cab, and I'll take you to a series of destinations that celebrate the Empire State without leaving home. So what do you say? You in? Welcome. Hop aboard the thrift store rundown's Cash Cab of Dreams, where for our 5th anniversary, we're bringing the Big Apple home. On a budget. I'd hate for your visit to the Big Apple to be marred by a visit by the NYPD, no matter what the circumstances. Unless you were moonlighting with cops for Law & Order Special Victims Unit. Forget about moonlighting with Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd, although that would be fun too, and a little more bizarre. These two are my Bogey and Bacall of top cops. Benson and Stabler, Christopher Maloney and Mariska Hargitay spilling the secrets of their incredible friendship to People magazine. Excited to reunite on screen the Law & Order stars, SVU, and organized crime, reveal the bond that has kept them close through tough times and triumphs. This People magazine issue was from March of this year, the exact date of publication unknown because, well, the bottom left-hand corner containing the address of the person who got this or bought this on the newsstand, well, that's been torn away for purposes of security. If anyone can fill me in on the exact date of publication, I'd appreciate that. This was purchased for 74 cents, 25% off the sticker price of 99 cents. We're also going to be catching up with the citizens of MTV's Real World in its first season. But before all that, let's take care of a little bit of housekeeping. And around here, my favorite type of housekeeping is this! Roses and Rosewood! Where we discuss all things The Bachelor and Pretty Little Liars. Or in this case, The Bachelorette and Katie Keene. We start here with The Bachelorette. Specifically, the one who had the shortest, season of any Bachelorette in the show's history, Claire Crawley. Why? Because when she first laid eyes on Dale Moss, it was like none of the guys mattered except for Dale. 1 month after announcing they had split, the Bachelorette star and her former fiancé held hands and kissed February 21st on a beach in Florida. Some people despised Claire for making up her mind a bit too early when there were several more guys to choose from, but you know what? The heart wants what it wants. On the right here we have a new couple, which isn't really a couple at all. Skeet over to Riverdale, and of all people, Lucy Hale. The Riverdale actor and the Pretty Little Liars star, also Katie Keene star and Life Sentence star, shared a kiss during a cozy February 21st date at Sweet Butter in Sherman Oaks, California. They were super into one another, says a source. Well, they're not really dating. So on the same day that Claire and Dale were getting all cozy, these two were doing the same thing. Skeet here, lucky man. Me dating Aria Montgomery, or Katie Keene, or Stella Abbott, for that matter, Life Sentence, would seem impossible. But hey, nothing's impossible so long as your heart believes it. Anyway, now that housekeeping's taken care of, let's get to the most important article yet. We have each other's back. Mariska Hargitay, also executive producer of Special Victims Unit, and Christopher Maloney. Captain Olivia Benson, Detective Elliot Stabler. The Law & Order stars reunite on screen after 10 years and share the inside story of a friendship that has lasted over 2 decades. This article is by Kate Coyne with Rufin Alfanador's photographs. The way they were. This is Benson and Stabler in the first season of SVU. They formed a dynamic duo in 1999. A duo that has withstood the test of time for 12 seasons until the end of the 12th season, the Dirty Dozen, when, due to contract disputes, Christopher Maloney left SVU, and Detective Stabler resigned. It hasn't been the same since then, but even without Stabler, SVU still rose to the top to become the longest-running primetime drama on network television. 21 seasons, at least at the time of the publication of this article. But through it all, there's been no love lost between these two besties, from friends to family. A legacy continues, returning to the force. You can see Stabler in Organized Crime on NBC alongside SVU. It's as if he's never now left. To the real world. The first cast of The Real World, then and now. After 29 years, the original 7 strangers who kicked off the reality TV revolution returned to the lot where it all began. This is by Brianna L. Heldman. These were the original 7 strangers who were sharing an apartment in New York, and all together found out what happened when they stopped being polite and started being, well, in MTV's terms, real. Now, I'm not a Real World fan, but I have a lot of Real World books because the concept at the time was so, well, groundbreaking, and at the time, treated with a fair amount of respect. Well, I just had to pick up those books. And I also paid homage to the Real World's classic open while reviewing all of those books. This is the story of 3 stuck strangers picked to live in an apartment building and have their lives taped. Find out what happens when people stop being polite and start being real. The Real World, Patterson. You can search Real World for my complete series of reviews on those books. You can also search SVU for my complete reviews of all my Law & Order Special Victims Unit DVDs. The original 7 strangers: Norman Corney, Rebecca Blastband, Julie Oliver Gentry, Agnes, Kevin Powell, Andre Como, and Heather B. Gardner. A diverse cast, which really set the tone for more reality television cast ensembles to follow, hopefully, in the future. It's something that's sorely needed now. I'm going to give this 5 claps. I know, because of the imperfection here, it should be given 4.5, but really that's for security purposes, so I can't fault whoever previously owned it. Besides, it's got Lucy Hale in here! But all that's beside the point, at least for me, the person who considers Law & Order SVU still his #1 favorite TV show, bar none. And for any SVU fan like me, it would be especially heinous for you to ignore this. We are done done for now, but we'll be back again tomorrow. And remember, if you can make it here, on a budget, you can make it anywhere without Ice-T, aka Detective Finn, wrapping your rap sheet. Thanks for joining us. I'll catch you on the flip side.